And welcome back to the Nose Plays Endless Space 2. Um, this will more than likely be the last video in this particular series with the Vultures. And there's two reasons for that. Number one, if I play the game the way that I should have played the last 10 turns, it should put us in a position where we're pretty far ahead of every other AI player in the game. And once you're ahead of the AI in this game, it's really just academic to finish the game out at that point. So we're going to attempt to get extremely far ahead of every other AI player in the game. We're going to do that by waging war with the United Empire and basically taking complete control of this constellation and turning it into an economic powerhouse. I don't know if I'll be able to complete that tonight, but that's essentially my plan. And that's what I should have done last turn. I just got caught up in the whole Ariga quest and wanting to get Ariga back. And we had a lot of ships, and I thought maybe we could do it. And I misjudged that. But that being said, the other reason for making this the last video is I spent some time yesterday off camera playing around in a Riftborn game. I've recently decided that Riftborn is going to be the next thing I'm going to try to tackle in this game. I haven't played any Riftborn really at all. But I did go back and I watched Forex Alchemist and a couple other YouTubers' older videos on some of the details on how to play Riftborn. And so then I went into a game and I sort of came up with some of my own ideas on top of their ideas. And I think I found a really interesting and quite incredible strategy that I sort of can't wait to share with you guys. So because of that, we're ending this video. Not right now, but we're going to end this series on the Vultures after this video because I really want to play Riftborn. I'm really excited to try out some of the things that I've discovered and show you guys some of the exploits that I've uncovered and am interested in using. And some of the exploits might actually pertain to other games, not just Riftborn. So it's pretty neat stuff, and I'm pretty stoked to get onto it. But until we finish this game, I kind of can't do that. So we're going to finish this game off and try to put us in a position where it's pretty certain that we are guaranteed to win. You can see by game score, only Horatio is anywhere near us in game score. That doesn't necessarily mean a lot, but what it does mean is that if we get this number big enough, there's pretty much no chance the AI is coming back. So we'll see if we can't get there. I have a fleet to rebuild. We have some war to wage over here. Probably some reparations to pay to this stupid...
Why would I speak to an enemy?
Just get that out of the way already, because we're just not going to deal with that anymore. And then we'll see. Hopefully the Cravers don't give us too much of a problem while we're doing this war thing with the United Empire. But if they do, you know, it's not the end of the world. We have the Pacifists as our secondary party, and I'm not 100% sure how that happened. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Unless one of our populations is pacifistic, but maybe the Cephalus? I don't know. I guess I could look at that there, right? We could actually go here and click on them and find out. Yeah, they're more industrialists, so I'm not sure where all the pacifism came from. I guess we could figure that out. I don't need to ask for a survey, and I don't need to change governments. I think you have to do that on each individual system. Maybe it has to do with producing lots of these and these types of buildings. Actually, these give religious influence. So yeah, I don't really know what the pacifism is about. Either way, I'm not too worried about it. We have an election coming up, so maybe that'll change. I just got to remember if there's anything I want to do. This is like one turn away, right? Yeah, good. We're going to get them back. And then I got some ships being built here, and I think here maybe? No? Why do I not have another ship being built? And then I guess the question is, do I want to build... I see why, because we don't have the manpower for it just yet. I could chain gang somewhere. Where would be the best place to chain gang? Probably like here, right? Can't do that there. Let's see. We're getting a Horatio population. I actually wouldn't mind that. Is there anywhere? I guess Idris is the only... Yeah, there's not a whole lot we can do for happiness in this system, unfortunately. I guess we could move up the Patriot Pills plant into one of the queues. Like maybe this one. Get that done a little bit quicker, and is there anywhere else that I could do that in? It's got to be somewhere that actually has good food. This place has reasonable food. This system could use both of these. Why are we creating so much food here? What is going on? I've got 89 food? Not really sure what that's about. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in the queue. Probably before that. We could buy this out. Instead, I'm gonna spend my dust on one of these. I don't think there's too much else that we need to do this turn. I could sell some stuff. We could double check what we're doing here, but I think we're building stuff we need to. So Quadronix, Toxic Worlds, and Orichalcix. Yeah, we needed all of those, so that's fine. We could support the Militarist again. We'll give them our official support. Hopefully that pushes them up above. And I'm gonna skip all of that. Yeah, there we go. And now she's actually one of our governors, which gives us some potential better abilities. Spoils of War Act is also good, because we're probably going to use it pretty soon. And I do apologize if my energy is a little low tonight. I did finish a 12-hour shift today, and I am pretty tired. I kind of debated whether to even play this one, but I wanted to move on from this one and do it in timely fashion. So it's already been a day. I took yesterday off to do the research on the Riftborn. So that's why we're playing tonight. Okay, so we've run to the... What can I build here that's going to be useful? We got a whole bunch of manpower again, so I can build another longship, I guess. And then we can talk about some of the other ships that I might want to build or design. So we'll just get that in the queue for now. She's got another ability, and we should probably go with the Hot. I don't know what system she's on exactly, but let's double check. Yeah, this has no hot worlds. That's unfortunate. I could move her to a system that has hot worlds, but probably no need to do that. I could also build this in one turn. I probably should do that as well. And then approval is really high here. How many luxury resources? This is worth 15 approval. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the queue. We're going to need it as population continues to grow here. Academy has leveled up. Let's make sure that this Horatio body ended up on a hot world, which it looks like it did, but I want it on this one probably. Alright, so we failed this objective. This objective is almost always going to go to the Riftborn if they're in the game.
The families will do what is best for the families.
They're being deceitful. We are stronger than you. We are opportunists but forgiving. We are already at war with a third party. Okay. I don't know what that was about. What do we want to do with this ship? There's nothing over there. I suppose we just bring it home and we can use it in our conquest. I could also throw, since I regenerate probes anyways, I might as well throw my probes out. Not that we're likely to hit anything useful, but... Alright, so we've got a lot of ships out here. This pirate ship has no real purpose. I guess there is technically some uncovered territory over here. So like I could take the long ride across space to that. Is there anything better that I could do with that ship? There's actually a curiosity over there and a bunch of curiosities over there. Let's go ahead and do that. It'll take a lot of turns, but once we get there, it'll be useful. It'll take a lot of turns for him to get anywhere else anyways. Grab that. Some proto-orchid. Alright, is there anything else over here? There's some curiosities down here. Curiosities over here. Alright, we'll go this way first. Grab these and then consider going back for the others. The Argosy is 5 turns away from a colonization. If we were to colonize anything with the Argosy at this point, it's probably going to be over here, but I'm not even sure what I would do with it. I guess, oh yeah, we did talk about grabbing Jerem because we can. The problem is I don't have the dust for this yet. I do have the other resources, but not the dust. So I suppose what we do is just disband this for a few turns and try not to forget about it. Alright, this pirate ship, we can take a peek at what the United Empire's military ships look like. It looks like they're mostly running a combination of maybe missiles and bullet weapons. These are both small ships, not that impressive. We were heading over to these curiosities, but I do have 3 probes. I could launch at least one of them. I guess we'll launch it over here so we can get sight of that. Alright. And actually I can launch one more. Yeah, that's a good one. There's a nice chunk of empty space there that we haven't uncovered yet. Okay, anything else this turn that needs to happen? I don't think so. But one thing that I do want to look at, yeah, we never did pick up the other ship types, did we? So we only have these long ships. So now might be a good time. Wait a second. We don't actually get those ships? Interesting. So this is something I was unaware of. I thought if we picked this up, we actually got the hull class. But you actually have to go back and research this to get the hulls. So I'm going to go ahead and move that up in the queue, and then we'll have some new ship designs that we can use to add to our fleet. Okay. Let's go ahead and run through these. We already know about that. That's fine. That's fine. We successfully hacked Pavo, which is there. We can create a back door. Scramble their navigations for 5 turns. Topple their government. Or support revolutionaries. I don't really have a desire to attack them. We could steal a technology. Do they have a technology? Ooh, we actually did need that one. Ubiquitous surveillance we don't need. Improved pinch beam is actually interesting. I'm gonna take this since we have new ship designs. And we're gonna use that in our new ship design. Okay, that objective failed. I'll take the approval penalty over the industry penalty right now.
Good to see you making something of yourselves.
These guys are still cordial with us, which is good. These guys were absorbed by the Lumeris. Pinch beams. So the reason that I like this improved pinch beams actually damage crew per hit. And because we're mainly outfitting our ships with boarding pods, this is one way that we can potentially improve their success, even when ships have defenses. Also, that technology unlocked another tier of this, so we get more command points per fleet, and a bunch of other free military stuff, so that's good. Go ahead and move all of our ships for now. And
greetings. Now you begin to understand the art of
tell him to remove his ships from our territory.
Maybe that will help you. Maybe it won't.
Okay, they removed their fleets, that's fine. The Argosy should be cheaper now. 5,000. Alright. I think I'm going to wait at least one more turn for that. We have ship designs now. These are mainly the ones that I want to focus on because we already have longships, which are attacker class ships, but these are defensive class ships. And so we can edit the ship design and maybe create a ship design that will be very, very good defensively for us. Also, there's a lot of cool modules that can only be equipped on these types of ships. Increased crew destruction is one such module. So having something like that, along with increased crew destruction, can actually give you a little bit more damage per crew, damage per hit. These weapons do low damage, but they actually hurt the crew. I'm not sure if that's the right way to play this. Let's go ahead and pull all these off for a second. I will throw one of these on because we do need to get it up to speed with the rest of the ships. And then defensive modules, it looks like I have 3 potential defensive modules. I could do 2 sets of pinch beams. We could go 1, 2, 3 defensive modules, and then I have 2 modules left. So we could go increase crew destruction and repair bots. This is a pretty expensive ship to build at this point. So would there be anything better? We're using a lot of titanium on these. It's almost 6. Debris analyzer, more boarding pods. I could do, instead of the pinch beams, we could do the flak weapons to help survive missile attacks. In which case, this is irrelevant. And then I have another module here. I could do that. I don't even necessarily need these modules filled out. I think this is actually the ship design we want for these. Let's go ahead and apply that for now. Just out of curiosity, what does this ship design look like? Okay, we got 3 broadside weapons, 3 defensive modules potentially, and 2 support modules. So this one actually could do even better in terms of just like crew destruction if we wanted to put some lasers on it. Is that a... yeah. Yeah, they're all broadsides. Okay, I'm not actually going to design that. We will build some of these NARs though. That's much cheaper. I like that a lot better. And then I am going to upgrade the design of the longship. We're going to remove that and actually replace it with the pinch beams because they damage crew, which is what we want to be doing. Now, one thing I can't do is increase the crew destruction with this ship design. Only the other ones have that ability. Alright, what else do I need to do? These pirates can be upgraded, I suppose, maybe? This is our hero. I guess we should merge these guys together. And then the longship is almost healed. I suppose we could merge him here as well. We can repair our ships. Ooh, that one takes a lot to repair. I'll go ahead and pay that for his ship. And we'll just kind of sit tight for now. We do have a scout coming here, so we can attack these guys as soon as they show up. We can also send some probes out just to keep eyes on things. Alright, over here we've got some probes and several things that we can search. Okay, more orichalcics. These guys can wait a turn for more probes. And I think that's it for the end of this turn. Also, I have enough money. Nope, I don't have enough money to do another one of these. Although, we definitely can sell some stuff again. Let's sell that. Let's sell that. Let's sell that. Alright. One of our places needed to upgrade. Okay, it's already in the queue here. I could just save that dust, and that'll give us enough to settle Jerem next turn, if we wanted to do that. So I'm probably going to hold off. Approval is starting to struggle across the Empire, and that's not great. This building is not as needed as it once was, but approval buildings are actually in real high demand at this point. Yeah, those two will probably be enough to solve most of the issues. Also, this system creates a lot of food, so this is probably worth building at some point. There's a lot of good stuff here, but we actually need to build well, we'll just get that stuff. I need to just get a few turns down. Idris probably needs to be building ships. Alright, who else could be building a ship? This system could probably be building another ship. And actually, we want not more of these, but like a couple of these ships would be good. Let's build like 3 of those. Yeah. Let's get that done. So this is going to give us 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3 of those. That's probably enough. At least to get started. How many command points do we have in our fleets right now? We're up to 24, so I could actually do quite a few more. Who else could build fleets? Oh yeah, you're building one. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and, I don't need this built right now, I need that built. Let's get that done. Alright. Ah, yes, a hack. Are we able to hack the United Empire yet? I can't remember if that's still in effect. If it's not, we definitely need to try. Probably want to go like there to there. Let's see, let's... disable that. Let's do... what does encrypt do? Removes any detected backdoor. Alright. Let's put that there. And then... what is this? Yeah, lockdown there. And let's go with a new hack. Four more turns until we can actually hack them. Alright, so we're just going to hold on to our hack then. Because we definitely want to hack whatever system we end up attacking. This should be the system we can get the Argosy deployed if we wanted to.
Be content. Fortune smiles.
Yeah, luckily we're faster than their ship. And also luckily we have ways to make more dust. We definitely want to grab this medium Terran world first. Not only does it have Hyperion, which we value quite heavily, but it's a Terran world, and that makes buildings like this incredibly efficient to get down early. And then we'll just kind of fill out the rest of it. I'll kind of worry about the rest of it. That needs to get done first. Ooh, we have microwave pipes now. Also, we need to look at all of our systems that are producing adamantium, which is actually only this one. And that's a problem. The fact that we don't have mining is slowing us down. We're just not gathering enough of this. We're gonna halt the science ever so slightly and try and get... yeah, that's probably fine. Try and get some mining done. Yeah, that's fine. Could do spin projects here, but our dust is pretty positive, so I'm not too worried about that. Toys for Boys is kind of saving our bacon, but actually everybody should have got a nice little boost from the golden age that we just started. I could probably pull somebody off of like that. Oh. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do till I get this done. The approval's just not going to be good here for a little while. That is kind of what happens when you fill up your systems. Okay, we've got more science. That needs to happen. Is there anything else that would be good? This is actually pretty good if we expect another invasion. Also, approval can be good, but I think 15% more science is great. Vulture population here is actually dropping. It's because we're negative on food. I could get a little bit more food from this. What's the population? Why does it do that? That was this system? Yeah. That would give us more food. Microwave pipes would also just give us a lot more food, but it would take a while to build, and we really need to get the ship built. So switching to that only takes 1 turn. Let's try that and see how that helps. This is now finished. Probes have been created. Should be able to get these last 2. Okay. And off to there. Petrolia's been compromised. I could look for sleepers. Looks like I need to move somebody off of a... something like that ought to do it. Alright, cool. How close am I to getting anything done here? We got some of our ships finished in 3 turns, 2 turns here. There are no hot worlds here. I was gonna say I could move one of my heroes over here. I don't think it really makes sense to do that. None of them really benefit the system all that much. Alright, we got more probes. We'll just keep moving and get these last few curiosities uncovered. Did we assimilate a node, it said? I didn't actually read that very thoroughly. I think we just discovered a node, maybe? Did our probes hit something? I'm not seeing it. Oh, maybe this here? I don't know. Not that big a deal. Let's get moving. We got stuff to do. We got a war to wage. I'm curious how quickly this war is actually going to be. Alright. Let's go check on this system and see. We slowed down the rate of population loss here, but we are at our basically our cap without more food buildings. So this system will never actually grow anymore. We'll just kind of bounce between 18 and 17 population here. The only other thing I could do, yeah, these all have pretty high food. I was say move people off of low food planets and onto ones that have food, but that's not a problem here, and nor is the approval a problem. So the only thing else we could do is like switch another one of these over to evolved soils. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So basically, like, if we fill this planet up, and then we switch to that, that might be enough to keep us positive. Vultures are struggling here as well. Not really sure what else I can do here. The approval building will help a little bit. In the meantime, I can't really fix this, so we'll just keep it like that for now. Alright, that's worn off. But we got plus 20 approval now.
The Academy has a request.
So that should put most of us back up. Horatio
Your contact with us brings more worry than joy.
needs to get out of our territory.
Horatio doubts your motive.
Okay, he's already moved his fleet. This fleet, on the other hand, can go ahead and attack these guys. They'll probably fight us. This will be interesting. It's extremely likely that their ship blows up before we actually take it over. Nope, we captured it. Well, that's fine. Interesting. Yeah, we'll just merge it with the other ships for now. Definitely want to keep an eye on what's going on in that direction. Alright. And this ship... Ooh, look at all those. Amoeba population and more adamantium. We'll just wait. We'll get the last one, and yeah, that's looking pretty good for us actually. Our little spy fleet over there. Alright, how are we doing? We're 2 turns away now. We need to get these ships built so we can get on the move. Let's go look at this. Did this actually put us positive? Yeah, it's like 59 turns to lose a population now, so we're actually fine. This is the amoeba population, or no, this is a Calgaroo. Where was this at? I don't even remember getting a Calgaroo over there, but luxury prices have increased. That's good for us. We got a Nar done and a Longship done. hero has leveled up. 500 damage done to attacker during ground battle. On system, 10% defending troop health. That's interesting. Plus 120 hull plating absorption. Minus expansion disapproval on system. Minus assignment duration and hero cost. Plus 80% damage on ships. Some pretty good choices there. The only one that's probably meaningful to us is crowd control. The expansion disapproval penalty is going to start to get pretty big. We could also get this one, which gives +5 approval per luxury deposit, but that's all it does. The rest of the bonuses are achieved at level 1, which we've already unlocked, which is basically only slightly better than this if there's luxuries on 3 or more. I think we're gonna go with that, although I am tempted to get this one. This one would be nice if we take over a system and then they try to take it back. Just move her onto the system to defend it. Could be good. This one actually gives us 20 more science, but that's a little bit higher manpower deployment limit during defending a system. I think we're going to keep her out of harm's way. We'll probably just go with this. Also, this hero has leveled up. We'll definitely go for more industry, I guess. Actually, she doesn't... She's not on a hot system, so maybe that's probably better. Alright, population boosters. We could run a couple if we wanted to. Might as well run those. I guess we could run that one too. Dust per turn. New objective. Destroy all pirate fleets. Ooh, 30 industry for a few turns or 30 science. We'll lose a little bit of dust. I'm actually of the mind to do this because we want to get these fleets built as quickly as possible. And that's only going to help us. Right, there's the last of those. And then this ship can head somewhere else. I suppose that's probably the fastest place to a home system, which also needs a portal. Pretty quickly. Yeah. Get the portal done. Second-ish. I can actually buy this out, but it's 2 turns, but we buy it out, it's 30 industry. Yeah, that's worth buying out. I'm not going to pay too much attention to that system. Alright, so this fleet is almost ready to merge with some of these other ones. We do have one of the ships here that I can go ahead and upgrade. And we can send that fleet over here already. And that allows us to merge those ships. And in a couple more turns, we'll have a few more to add to the mix. Who is not building ships yet? These guys are all building ships. He's building ships. He's building industry. He's building supermarkets. I think this is the system that's going to build more ships for us after we get that done. Well, yeah, that's exactly where we're going to build more ships. Ooh, a pirate system popped up. Some kind of fight, sounded like. Free battle tactics, lots of stuff getting done now. Let's take a look here. So we're actually still gaining population here again. Whatever we did actually fixed our population issues. I think part of what was happening is a lot of our food was getting diverted to refilling our manpower, and that was causing some issues. But approval is really high again. Microwave pipes is amazing here. I still want to get that done. So many things that I need to get done in this system. We're getting close to the point where I'm gonna need to start considering doing one of these too. In fact, probably ought to move that up to there, because in 4 turns we're gonna have another population, and then another 4 turns after that one more. So we need to get some more population available here with some terraforming on these worlds. I might even just get them both queued up, because we're going to terraform them both eventually. Alright, Horatio can pop their booster, not this turn, but maybe next turn. Blockaded trade routes. Who's blockading our trade routes? Somebody's right here blockading our trade routes, it looks like. Okay. Pirate fleets. This ship can be bounced over here real quick, as can this ship. Now we're getting quite the fleet together. I've got 4 longships. I'd like to have 6 longships and like 6 fairings, if I can fit that many ships into a single. I guess that means I could probably sell this guy. Alright, anything else? That's probably fine. Horatio needs to get his ship out of my territory.
Your contact with us brings more worry than joy. Horatio, do not trust you.
I don't have the option to tell him to remove his fleet, so...
What do you want?
I offered them peace earlier and they didn't want it.
Tell me why you're here. Now.
I would be willing to offer them peace again. Yeah, they don't want it, so I'm not sure. They want a bunch of technology for free. No. Not interested in that at all. I would be interested, but just not. Okay, we got ships coming down here, ships coming down there. I'm gonna wait here one turn for these ships to arrive and we'll destroy them. Lots of curiosities. How the AI hasn't uncovered these things yet, I don't know. That was a nice deposit of titanium we just found. Good with that. Alright, so yeah, this is like just grind out turns. This is another one of those boring stretches. What does our approval look like overall? So we've got a stupid negative approval event. $50. We're a little bit above 100 here. This one, we're a lot above 100, but we also have a lot of negative penalties. Yeah, it's hard to say whether we can get rid of Toys for Boys or whether there's a better law. Spoils of War Act or lower fleet cost. We should actually probably be running lower fleet cost right now. And then we can get more systems building ships. Alright, so let's do a quick count. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these done. I've got 4, I got 5. I've got 5. So I need one more built. So we can build one more here. That gives me 6 of these. And then I've got 3 of those being built there, 3 of those being built there. Each one of these is 3 command points, I believe. So that's actually almost full. In fact, it's probably more than I can achieve. That needs to get done, but is there anything that I can quickly build that gives me more command points? Or is 24 going to be my cap? It looks like I could build, say, this. Yeah, there's nothing else in that quadrant. The only other thing I could build that might be useful would be carriers, but I don't think we're even going to need carriers to finish off the United Empire, to be perfectly honest. Which means we should probably stop focusing military and start focusing science buildings again. 40% extra science there, 50 science, plus 4 per pop. Like, there's just a lot of science that we could get. This is a science building we don't have, but it only works on lunar anomalies. Slag deposits actually interesting-ish. We're going to have 2 of these, and this will actually unlock. So we actually really ought to focus on 1 more of these. 30% troops damage on Empire, or 30% troop health for ground forces. I'm leaning towards the damage. This is also military, so that's interesting. Star trade and +2 trade routes. Unlock sleeper identification. System action reveals sleeper on system for a few turns. I think I'm going to grab that because that's going to be immediately useful. The other ones will be more useful once we get the trade routes. Once we get all this territory and we build trade routes that way, potentially. But we're very close to being able to do our first invasion of the United Empire. And also, I think it's been 4 turns now, so I think I can actually run this now. "11 turns. That sounds fine. Actually, it might even be too long. Well, I already did it now. And I can't really run anything else, so we might have wasted our hack. This system is struggling with food. Can I do to improve food? I guess we can move somebody off of that and over here. We're still losing food like crazy. I think it has to do again with the fact that we built those buildings that pull more manpower. Whenever you build something that takes manpower, it's gonna suck a lot out. One thing I'm curious about, does this show population collection? Public-private partnership, Neocrat. $51.8. I should be getting like 160 science, but I'm not sure where that's going to show up. It might show up in this number. But I don't know, because we should be getting a bunch of science from this. Manpower on systems. The effects granted by collecting population units of this kind. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so I need to double check something here, because I think we have too many ships actually being built at this point. Because I've got 1, 2... That's going to be 6 more command points. And this fleet is already at 16, so that's going to be 22, which means I can only actually make... No, that should be fine. I'll have to kick out the scout, which is fine. We can actually turn him back into this, and I can just send him on his way to search anything that hasn't been uncovered yet. This system should be fine. Yeah. This guy's got more probes. Influence. We'll wait for another probe. Argosy's ready
You're
again.
one of our favorite fish in this galactic sea.
Okay. I think we're just about ready to get this going, so it's taken half of the video, but this should be, what are we, a couple turns away now? I guess I should have moved my fleets. Forgot to push that. I think they move at the end of their turn if they have orders, though. So if you end the turn and they've already got orders, they'll finish the move after you clicked. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. This should be a pretty easy battle. Alright, so we did get to Oracle 6, so we can get that mining going now. This system... What do we got going on here? Anything important? I don't think so. Approval could be a little better, so we could build that in 3 turns, and that will help. And then I guess let's just get our science buildings, and then maybe get this. Yeah, I have enough to go ahead and queue it up. Everything else is colonized, so nothing else there to worry about. I could potentially pull population off of these worlds and onto those, but it's actually worse, so there's no sense in doing that. That's good. Alright, so this was the system. Losing another population in 9 turns. Yeah, I don't think there's anything worth doing here. I guess I could do this to slow this down, but again, this is almost certainly because if I mouse over this, we're pulling a bunch for manpower. So 104 food is being pulled for manpower. That's what it is. Population gain there. Probes acquired here. Let's get that done. More influence, and then set him on search and our ships.
We don't care what you think. We destroy planets. Over and over.
So they're threatening us, I guess?
Horatio's plans for this galaxy do not include your meddling and rudeness.
They are distressed. We need military help. They're requesting an alliance for 5 Harperium. I'm going to refuse the proposed treaty at the moment. I'm curious who they're at war with. So if I go swap and I pick them, They are at war with the Riftborn and with the Sophons. I might be able to form an alliance with the Riftborn and the Sophons. What are the Lumeris at war with, if anybody? They are not at war with anyone. They are only at war with us.
I listen with one hand on my blade.
We should make a truce with them if they're willing, just so we're not likely to be attacked by them. Yeah, that'll work. We got these. Some kind of Orichalcix gun. Module. Lowers chance to be targeted. Ship evasion 5%. Interesting. Not sure what I would do with that. I do see some curiosities down on Yedix that we could go grab. Also Pisces. Let's head over there. Okay. Got Riftborn entering our space. I'm not a fan of that, but I'm not 100% opposed to it either. I think we're gonna go here. There were some blockades happening on this, and so we should be able to investigate that real quickly. We can merge these fleets together, upgrade everybody's ships, and now we're at 18 of 24. And this fleet should have a movement of 7. It does. So we can actually get some of our movement over here now. We're not quite close enough to that to see what's going on, but it is still showing a blockade right here. So... Alright, anything else this turn that I need to be concerned or worried about? I guess we could go check here. Since we're not really building ships much more, we're going to switch that back. But we'll keep it on there for another turn or two. Just so we get this done a little bit quicker. Everybody else is doing okay. This is a system I can't fix right now. Petrovia, I can fix. The 90 Hyperion is a little bit of a problem. That doesn't need to get done at this point. That could get done. The mining actually could help a little bit. Alright. I could also run sleepers because this system has been compromised a couple times. So that would help. The 10% food would actually help. This is actually more science, so that needs to get built. Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to get built. How long does that take? Let's go ahead and get microwave pipes next. And getting microwave pipes up everywhere that has high population is really, really good for us right now. Alright, there's actually nothing here. So I'm curious what is causing this blockade. Well, there it is. They must have had a stealth fleet there or something? I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna make sure that he is assigned. She's already assigned here. Never mind. Is he over here? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, so we've got more damage on our fleet. We could go shield absorption. Shield capacity on fleet. 80% damage on ship. Uh, 40% shield capacity on ship is interesting. That makes our shields more effective. Yeah, we'll just go with the 40% shield capacity. That'll give every ship in our fleet more shield capacity, which is fine. Okay. There's no more of the galaxy to search at this point. We've uncovered every node that we have access or sight of, and I'm actually not seeing any so we'll just move both these ships over here for now, and I'll figure out what I'm doing with them in a minute.
Hey, how's it going?
Gonna refuse that. This blockaded trade route is annoying. We know where it's being blockaded now. Also, out of curiosity, they do have a battleship. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can handle their battleship. Their fleet has moved. Wow, their fleet is back. They must have a stealth module. Alright, let's see if we can't figure out how to win this. This looks reasonable to me. These are medium class ships. These are not... They don't have a carrier yet. I thought I saw Zelavis, but it's just called Battleship 4. That's their attacker class. So we should be fine here. Let's take a look at their weapon type. So they're mostly using energy weapons, and their attacker class ship is using lasers. Which means we want to move to short range to counter laser weapons. The reason you want to move to short range and not long range against laser weapons is if I choose the long range tactic and they choose a medium range tactic, the battle will start at long range, but then it will move to medium for the next 2 phases and it will stay at medium. It never actually moves to short, so they actually get 2 phases of higher damage. Whereas if you go with the short range battle tactic like this, you actually do better. We could also go with Smart Survivors, which earns us more XP on our fleet. All of their weapons are lasers. Let's do that one. That does mean that this fleet is at long range though, and they could get stuck at medium range for 2 turns. But the other 2 fleets will be at short range, and like our weaponry is good at any range, so I don't think it really matters, to be perfectly honest. We'll go with this and see what happens. We should take over their entire fleet, to be honest.
The Empire will not tolerate this.
Okay. So they retreated. They probably retreated over here. One thing I need to do, I need to add one of these ships to my fleet. And we need to edit it. I don't have stealth detection, do I? That's unfortunate. I could really use stealth detection. Alright, that's going to be done in 1 turn. Stealth detection is fleet cloaking level 2. Anti-cloaking level 1. Or anti-cloaking level 2. Anti-cloaking probes. Yeah, that's what we want. Alright, so somehow we're still being blockaded. I just lost a lot of health. That's helpful. They're just going to keep offering that to us. Decisive victory. I wish I could have seen which direction they traveled. They almost certainly went like that way, right? Alright, well, we'll merge that ship in there for now. I still have vision of most of their ships.
The Empire will not tolerate.
I'll have to see what I can do. Maybe I put a ship over here. One thing that I could do that would maybe be a little helpful is build the honeycomb, and I'll just buy it out. I don't know how helpful that's going to be, but it'll at least give me a little bit more vision of this area, which is a place that I need vision of at the moment. This ship made it for more curiosities. Hyperium load. Down for that. Okay. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? My fleet does not have any movement left. I have 2 more slots. I could build some cars, some longships. Could build anything. Some more NARs. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll fill out this fleet entirely. And then I can retrofit those in a couple turns here. It's going to take 4 turns. Okay. I can cancel this because we're not building ships really. And we can pass Reigns over Bucks. That shape 1 turn off of that. Alright, now we have tier 4 system development. And I actually have a ton of this. It only takes 60 of those. I also have a lot of potatoes, and I have not a lot of anything else. Actually, that's not terrible, but it costs a lot more than I have in. Oof, look at that. It's only 100 of that. Buyouts. I mean, if we just wanted to get it done, we could do that. Yeah, we'll do that. 2 more probes. It's actually not a bad system. In terms of just good resources. one I would consider, but not really. We got plenty of territory to conquer that's already near us. I don't know that there's anything else this ship needs to do, honestly. What else can these ships do? They can't get to us very quickly. Actually,
Hey, whatever you need.
If I-
Nothing's too big for us. Just name it.
did a non-aggression pact with them. Also, did that actually... yeah, that did give us vision of this system now. So now we've got vision of both of these, which is nice. I don't know where his fleet ended up. Okay. We're gonna actually not build those because I actually need the space for other things. And in fact, I'm probably kicking you out. But we'll keep you around for now. Alright. Are we sending this fleet anywhere? I can send it all the way over here. We'll blockade this. Dill has been compromised. That's no good. We almost certainly know who did that. That's going to be the Cravers, more than likely. No, I'm not interested.
The Empire will not tolerate this.
They're closing their borders to me. I'm really curious how they got their fleet here and got it out so quickly without us seeing them. There is something here. What is it? Some kind of quest or something here, but I don't see it. It just needs level 3 modernization. What other... Let's do like a population check here. So, colony level 3, Petrovia. Petrovia, yes, you need that very much. These ships actually can head there, and we'll just group all of our little fleets over there for now. I don't know what, other than just to keep an eye on things, but for some reason we're still showing blockades in our trade routes. And our trade route stops right here and gets blockaded. And I don't understand why if we have sight of this. But that's what's going on. We can stage our fleets over here, but before we do that, let's do one last double check on on our ship design and see if there's anything that we want to edit or change. So we've got the one engine for a movement of 6. That seems fine. We could increase ship evasion and lower targeting chances on these ships, but I don't think that's necessary. The lasers help a little bit, but not a lot. But they give us something else to do if we're attacking a ship that cannot be boarded. So it gives us something if they happen to have like the bigger ships that you can't steal. The NARS. I'm actually tempted to finish filling this out. They don't have a lot of missiles. Increased chance to be targeted and increased repair rate. Actually, I have a lot of this, so that's like not terrible. And then for a weapon, I guess I don't really want a lot of slugs, but maybe double flat cannons is the way to go. Or we just go with the pinch beam. My Hyperium stock's pretty low, so I think I'm going to go with double flat cannons. And that's pretty easy to afford. Alright, cool. Oh, his ship needs upgrading for sure. I think we go all pinch beams on him, and then I can increase the energy damage. Actually, I don't really want more damage on his ship though. We could do this though. Lower chance to be targeted and increase ship evasion, or lower chance to be targeted and repairs ship by 5% each turn. I could do either one of those. I think that's probably the way to go. We need a little more dust. Crap. Alright, let's see what we can do. Marketplace. Yeah, sell that. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Sell that, sell that. Pinch beams. I guess he's already got this one though. This one just repairs him a whole bunch. But this one increases his chance to be targeted. Yeah, I don't want to increase his chance to be targeted. No, I think this is the right one. Yeah, this is fine. Increases chance to be targeted. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Okay. Cool. So they're all set and ready for next turn. This ship. Oh, there's a quest where I need to put a hero there or something, right? Assign hero. Wait a second. I have to assign him to that system. Okay, well that's not going to happen anytime soon. But that's okay. That can also get done now. And actually I can terraform this, which we should do. Because that system's pretty bad. I'll just put them on guard mode for now. Alright, here we go, United Empire. You wanted a war? You're about to get one. She leveled up again. We didn't really come to a conclusion on what, if any, of these would be best. I think we just go with more of this. Alright, that approval hit finally falls off. Continually refuse that alliance.
One who has been tricked.
Alright, they've declared war on us, which means that they're almost certainly sending a fleet our way. Do I not have vision of their system anymore? Doesn't look like it. These guys have a fleet here. I need to...
We may be down, but our blades still point at you.
Yeah, that's a problem. Crap. Alright, so we currently in the process of fighting off 3 freaking wars all at once. This is just lovely. I don't have enough fleets to fight off 3 wars at once, but I might be able to fight off 3 wars at once if I can get my fleet back. Alright, so I need this fleet over there. So they're going to turn around and head back that way, hopefully. They just sent a fleet. I just saw it, but I didn't see it arrive yet. Which means they're probably stealthed. Hostile trace detected. They're getting ready to attack us.
Maybe that will help you. Maybe it won't.
They've declared war on us. Alright. Boy, this is just a little bit too far. Alright, we finally found their home system. Yes, send that fleet over here with the rest of them. They'll be there, and then we can bounce their fleet off or capture them. I need somebody to make a move here. So that's been done. We can now get that anti-cloaking going. And I think we just start to focus on science, right? It's like 40% science. Enhance hull. One of these is an enhanced hull for the Argosy. Is it this one? Argosy level 2. Yeah, that one's good. There's actually one. But I'm not sure where it's at. There's actually one that allows you to use the Argosy. Yeah, it's this one, I believe. Portals only use one movement point. It's not that one. Increase warp outside of star lanes. Could be in the military tree. I don't remember. I just know that there's a technology that upgrades the Argosy. Right, maybe it's this one. Nope. I've looked at that one several times now. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's at. Either way, this is probably the next technology we really need to worry about. Alright, this planet is completely filled up at this point. Which means things like microwave pipes are going to be pretty good here. As is colonial rights. Mining. I guess the other thing we could start doing is building a second fleet, although, like I said, we're probably not going to be playing much longer than this. We can take these three and send them to Petrovia, so that will help. Petrovia is losing population, so this will get some of them back. Also, we don't need to be running brains over bucks anymore. We can come back to jeez. Actually, so I got the Star Boogie bill, which actually gives us a lot more movement. Super Tax Act. I think we'll just run Dirty Hands Act, though. We still have a lot of places building things. This event has come to an end, so that's
one of our favorite fish in this.
One of the reasons why we have problems.
Welcome, welcome. How can the families help?
I've already got a peace agreement with them. Okay, what can I do here? This is problematic. Alright, this fleet is going to go here and deal with that. Why am I unable to attack?
We can be trusted to act as you think we will. You can.
Alright, just declare war on you then. We're gonna attack your crappy fleet. We're gonna take over all of your ships again. Yeah, this will be pretty easy. And we'll just kind of watch the cinematic. I'll speed this up just a little bit. But yeah, this should go relatively quickly. They should not be able to do a significant amount of damage to most of my ships. That is a lot of missiles. They actually blew up one of my ships, surprisingly. Alright. This fleet... can go pirates. We'll send them that way. And deal with them next turn. I need to build a ship somewhere to replace the one that died. But where do I want to build it? I guess we could build it here. Yeah. Wow, he got a lot of XP for that. He got 3 levels. Holy moly. Yes, please. 80% damage on ship. 80% shield cap on ship. And... what else? We could lower his assignment duration, or I could just keep buffing the shield capacity. Makes him incredibly good with shields.
Remember that.
Alright, well, now that I have half of their fleet, their other fleet left. I don't know exactly where they went, but this fleet can actually just defend this system now. And it should be okay, especially if I pay to repair it, but I'm not going to repair it this turn. The remainder of this fleet is probably going to go elsewhere. I don't really have the movement to go anywhere else yet, so we'll just wait a turn, I suppose. Alright. I've got vision of this. I don't see a fleet here, so I'm not sure if I should be too worried about the Cravers, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so this fleet needs to go back over here, I think. this system would benefit from that, and that, and that, and then that. Actually, that can go first because we actually have a titanium deposit and a lot of population here already. This system is on the edge of space. This is one of our systems that will need defenses. And that's probably more than enough to keep that system busy for the short term. Petrovia's still struggling here, and I don't know what to do about it. I think it's domestic surveillance, maybe. We're getting rid of sleepers. I don't know. It's not really clear to me what's going on here, but oh, we can go ahead and run all of those.
We don't.
Ratio, I really don't want to be friends with you. Okay. This ship design needs to be edited. It needs to include that. Now, weapon-wise, if I have to use weapons, I suppose those are probably the best ones. We actually have updated shielding now that we can finally use that I should probably install on my other ships. So this fleet, first and foremost, this guy can get upgraded and have his stealth module. Let's see, how much better is that? So this is 75. Health, 1200 shield capacity, 500 defense. This is 15, 600, and a 4% evasion. That definitely needs to happen. Definitely needs to happen on those ships at a minimum. And then these ships, it's going to cost 4. We should have enough. The dust is going to be the bigger problem. And it's not even that big of a deal. So we can upgrade all of those. Is there anything else here that I needed to update? Not really. Yeah, that's fine. The Argosy's already been updated, I believe. Alright, and then this ship, I gave it that. Is there anything else? Not really. My hero ship, though, could probably be upgraded. With that, and we could give him the vision, but then we gotta lose one of our other modules. The fleet accelerator is not that great, but it is helpful. Actually, I guess I just merged these guys. I don't really need to rebuild this. And that way we have stealth detection. Okay, how much movement do I have? 0, so there's no point in moving this turn. This fleet can be repaired entirely, which it should be. That ship could get added to that fleet if I wanted it to, but I think we're going to leave it as is. I need to remember to throw probes out down these lanes every couple of turns to keep vision on stuff. Alright, so next turn we're going to go Star Boogie Bill, and we're going to try to get to Genomus, or whatever the heck it is. We can attack. Attack that. It's fine. The other thing we could do, like I said, is instead of going for the turtle strategy, we could build another fleet. Actually, we'll wait. I'm a couple turns away from building the carrier class, and we'll build a defensive carrier class fleet to protect our system from invasions. We're just a couple turns away from actually capturing this node, which will be nice. Okay, so now go ahead and run the Star Boogie Bill. He's leveled up. Definitely go for the ground defense. More amoeba. He's leveled up. Definitely go for more shield capacity. Shield penetration on fleets. Minus assignment duration. Shield penetration. How important is that to us? It's actually kind of important, but I think this is probably more valuable because we're mostly using boarding pods. Alright, now we can get there in 2 turns. And it only took us 2 hours. We're finally going to attack the United Empire. Good lord. Hostile trace detected. Okay, so actually, the timing of this is pretty good. We're 4 turns away from getting this trace completed.
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you making...
He's got a nice fleet here. So we actually do... He is stealth. This is the same fleet that we attacked earlier, and they retreated, and we took a bunch of damage from us. That's actually going to work in our favor. What is your deal, and why are you stopped? Pretty sure I told everybody to head over here, so maybe you just got caught in a blockade. But everybody else should be moving over there. Alright. Let's go ahead and end this turn. We're going to try to burn through these turns pretty quickly. we are now in their territory. They're gonna retreat. Oh, they're scared of us.
Maybe that will help you. Maybe it won't.
Refusing. You declared war on us, buddy. You're in trouble. We captured this node, so this is actually providing resources to Lekelm now, and I'm not sure where that shows up, but it might be here. Special node, yep, plus 10 industry from special node, so it is showing up on that system, so that's cool. We did get this done, and now we're going to go to liquid composites. What does this system need? Do I actually have enough to do this again? It looks like I do. Interesting. This system should level up. No, not chain gang. This system should level up to that. It's almost completely filled out. We can actually terraform these again. If we terraform to snow, they will lose their sterile. And they don't gain population. If we terraform to steppes, however, they will gain population and food. But they'll lose a bunch of science. I kind of want to keep the sterile because the population is large enough that this building actually becomes relevant. And then, yeah, that underground citadel should be done. And microwave pipes, holy crap, that should have been done a long time ago in this city. Probably the approval building also. Anyways, all of that should get done relatively quickly, and we'll be in a pretty good spot. Influence is fine. We probably could start swapping these off of influence. I don't think we need the influence anymore. So then we just go science on everything, maybe? This one's temperate. Hot. Spin projects probably can stay on there then. This one's cold, so we should probably go science there. This one's cold, we can go science there. In fact, these are all cold, so just throw all those in there. She is leveled up again. And we're looking for science. Yep. 15% science. Just science, science, science. That's all we want at this point.
Maybe that will help you.
Okay. We've got probes to launch. So we can keep an eye on those lanes. And this system. Are we not at war with these guys?
Greetings. Now you begin to understand.
We are now. Alright. We're going to go ahead and not invade right away. We're going to wait for that hack to finish.
What are you up?
And that's going to make this a lot easier. This system needs things to build. Alright, what do we need to build? Besides a building that is worthless. We could terraform this ice to Arctic. That actually kind of makes sense. The thing is, this is also like 15 approval, but that'll only take one turn and then we can get that done and then I can figure it out from there. That gives me a few turns to not think about it. Is there any other system that's like in need of attention? Not really. Alright, I want to get this system conquered so that we can feel like we're in a good place to end the video. Why is population decreasing here? Is it just because we're using the lots of food to manpower thing again? Yeah, probably. That can help. I don't think anything else needs to happen, honestly. Populations gained. Hack was successful. We want to jam commands. And now we can go ahead and invade, because that's finished, right? No. What did I just do? Did I just jam commands here? It's possible that I just jammed commands somewhere else. Get out of our territory.
We hail your rational leadership. We hail your rational leadership.
Horatio remains appreciative of your...
Okay. So we were waiting how many turns? 2 turns. What are you doing here? Yeah, just do that again. Alright, turn 100. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Scan view. Okay, here we go. We're going to hack from here. So it's not going to let me hack to Geysar without going through Genomus. That's kind of what I want to do, so we're just going to hold on to our hack for a turn or two. Alright, I don't really care about that. Yes, get modernization done. Maybe not here, though. Not sure where we want to get this. Approval's already high. There are no... Guess we can run that. And in this one, there's really nothing, no benefit to running anything else other than maybe food. And then we just build a bunch of science buildings, basically, right? The approval's already maxed. There's nothing else that's really going to provide a lot. I guess we could do that, but that's not really worth doing in a system that doesn't have a lot of population yet. So these produce science, so we'll just build those. Shoulders of Supergiants. Extra approval for a bunch of turns. Possess 10 temperate planets. We finally did that. Hey look, we found reach 61,000 vampire capacity. To get the conscription complex, which adds 600 capacity, which is 60 science, and 50% more industry, can only be built once per empire. That sounds really awesome. What does this one give us? This one gives us a hero. He's a level 7 hero. Sorry, bot. I think we're gonna go with this. Yeah, free colonization is now available. Is there anything free in the galaxy that actually... Well, our adamantium is pretty low, and Alioth is available. Also, this. Is there a reason I can't? I'm not sure why this fleet... Oh, it's already under attack. That would be why. I think almost all these ships are using missile weapons, are they not? Yeah. So we go smart survivors, and we put everybody we can over here, because we want to be in long range. And then this poor guy can just get blown up, because reasons. We'll watch it, because the video's winding down. Should be fun to watch. I might even just let the auto camera do its thing. Alright, we'll speed it up just a little bit. Cinematic. Alright, let's go to the overview camera at least. Missiles are doing a really good job, actually. Yeah, missiles at long range are super effective. Who knew? Get a whole bunch of missiles at long range and you'll do just fine. Current academy quest. Okay. I think we have one more turn of waiting for this nonsense to finish, so we'll wait the one turn and then invasion time and then video over. Also, liquid composites are one turn, and we're ending on turn 100. Perfect. Alright, we got new ship designs. We got all kinds of technologies that we need to look at. I could just jump straight for upgrading our ship designs. I could also grab something like this, which is going to be very helpful in the near future because we're grabbing a lot of systems here pretty soon. This system should probably generate more food here. And then after food, every system should just build one of these, right? Just build one of these in every single one of our systems. Outfit it with tons and tons of boarding pods. And then anytime anybody invades us, we just pop it out. It's one way to deal with enemies. Wow, that's like super good. Does cost a lot of adamantium, which we do not have. This, on the other hand, costs a lot of antimatter, and we have quite a bit of that, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll throw that in the queue. Alright, pulsos. This hack is now done. We'll jam commands. Confirmed. Commands have been jammed. And the invasion is on. But let's get everything else done first. New objective. Build the academy. I don't care about the
families
academy.
will do what is best for the families.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you either. Let's go ahead and keep our probes moving out. I need to remember to do that every turn. Alright, and then the last thing is we'll just double check all of our systems here and see if anybody needs to be building anything. We actually have 2 up at colony level 4. If I go by population, this one is the next one that needs to level up to 3, so we can throw that on there. And again, by population, we got 4. We got a 4 on that one. But Petrovia needs to upgrade to 4. And we don't quite have the potatoes or the whatever that thing is, but we will eventually. There's a lot of buildings left to get done over here. I could also switch some of these. So that probably needs to be food. And these can probably all switch to industry. Alright, anything else? Oh yeah, the Argosy. What are we going to do with the Argosy? Well, could send it over here, but there's really nothing for it to take. Really, the only thing we could do is grab Alioth, which I guess isn't too far from Petruvia, so it's actually semi-defensible. And honestly, once we get a frickin' portal in that system, then it's 100% defensible, so... Okay. Invasion time. This will end the battle. So they have 456 manpower. potentially available. We have quite a bit more than that. We can drop up to 1100 manpower if we blitz. Blitzing will increase the damage to structures and other things. So one thing to keep in mind, if you do want to take a system without destroying a bunch of the buildings, using tanks has increased damage against infantry, so they're super effective against infantry. But it also increases the probability of improvement destruction quite a bit, and so you're more likely to destroy a bunch of buildings if you use tanks, which can sometimes be a good thing. But the more tanks you use, the more likely that is to occur. Alright, we are going to watch this as the last part of this, and there's a very good chance that it's going to take more than one turn to get this accomplished, but we'll see. Yeah, they actually have some defenses here. Now our tanks are going to come in and yeah, minor victory, but they're pretty much donezo after this. And they're not going to be able to use any other battle tactics for a while. So we destroyed some extra population, we destroyed a bunch of their defenses. We have this many troops in reserve. We have over 2,000 troops in reserve. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot of troops. I guess we'll go ahead and do one more turn and actually finish. This should be just fine. Oh wow, look at that. I still have no idea how that happens. But it's not like we're running one of their laws anyways. Alright, we now have the rejuvenation field. And filter barges, which is like a building that should have gotten built a long time ago, finally got finished. It just gives us a little bit more of a resource that we use a lot. Also this. This is actually not bad. Minus 10% on system development cost. I think I'd rather just get the strategics accelerated for 10 turns. And this should be over. They should not be able to survive this. Alright. Lost a little bit of our troops up front, but not as many as last time. Yeah. That's the end of that. He doesn't even have anybody to shoot at. It's quite curious to me the order in which things attack and how things work in these. War momentum +8. Destroyed a bunch of buildings. They lost 4 population in that. But the system is now ours to occupy or pillage or raise. I think we're just going to occupy it. And this is a system that has a lot of hot worlds. guess we'll get a portal started. That'll allow us to get ships from other locations teleported to the front lines as quickly as possible. Also, launch anti-cloaking measures. Interesting. So that actually counts as a probe. That means that maybe we don't need that. Which gives us a different thing to put here. So I could do that. And then what could we put in this slot that would be good? If anything. Well, let's just minimize what we can look at. That would be helpful. We could put a cloaking device on this ship and give our own ships cloaking. We could put a repair module on it, or I could just throw the jammer, which makes this ship very unlikely to be targeted and survive more often than not. That seems like a good idea. And then we'll upgrade that. And then we're heading over here. And now we can run our hack. Like that. And I can run... I can cancel one of these, like this one. And we can run the defensive module. Firewall, what does this do? Blocks hacking outcomes of level 1. Interesting. Track progress of enemy operations passing through this node. We'll just put lockdown here. That should reduce the chance of us being traced. I don't think I have enough to do anything else. Although I could get rid of this. Yeah, that gives me a little bit more bandwidth. It might give me enough to run the accelerator, which should speed up this hack a little bit. And we could go ahead and begin the invasion of this system. We could do the same thing that we did in the previous one. I'm actually... Boy, they have a lot more defenses here. So yeah, we definitely want to burn this one down a little bit. And so I guess that wraps up this video. But clearly we're in the driver's seat at this point. We have the first to reach carriers. As far as I'm aware, I haven't seen anybody else with carriers. So we have the best ships in the solar system. We also have the best fleet currently in the solar system. We have unprecedented mobility. Our economy has really taken off. If we look at our score, we can see that our score is actually right with Horatio. Horatio does keep asking us to ally with him, and so if we were to ally with Horatio, we basically would be unstoppable. That's not something I'm probably willing to do, but the one thing that makes me interested in maybe doing it is the trade route potential. Because we do neighbor with Horatio, we could trade with him and make our economy even better. So actually, to be fair...
Greetings. Hearing from you is pleasing. Like unexpectedly seeing our reflection.
Can we do a trade agreement too? They don't like the trade agreement part. That's fine. We'll just do that for now. But yeah, I think it's pretty clear
Horatio.
where this one is heading. There's a chance that I might play this one a little bit more for you guys, because I kind of do want to take over the United Empire. I'm really surprised it took me over 2 hours to get my first system. But we just weren't quite as far ahead, and then the delay with getting attacked by, or at least threatened to be attacked by everybody else, was a bit of a problem. But yeah, I'm really excited to play Riftborn, and I think Riftborn are going to be a really fun playthrough. I'm going to show you guys some stuff that other people have kind of pointed out in the past works really well for Riftborn, but I might also point out some new strategies that are unique to myself. And I don't know if they're the best strategies, but they're definitely what appears, at least with a very small sample size, to be a very effective way to play them. So I definitely got a little lucky with the system that I rolled and my surroundings in the playthrough that I did the other night, but it's definitely one that I think can work in most scenarios, and so we'll take a look at that probably tomorrow, but definitely this week when I'm off of work. So until next time, this has been The Nose Plays, and you guys have a wonderful day.